Hello, I'm Disgruntled Danny and welcome to this episode of Woke Watch. And today we'll be looking at yet another example of wokeness in the education system. Meet Kyla Posey, a mother from Atlanta in the USA. She says she has lost sleep trying to work out why her daughter's school has adopted a policy meaning that her child, and in fact every black child, is, let's say, singled out. She filed a federal discrimination case against Mary Lynn Elementary School after the school created black-only classes, meaning that the black children were kept separate from the white children, because apparently Asian, Hispanic and mixed race kids don't exist. And maybe you're screaming at your smartphone, tablet or laptop, "Danny, this isn't woke, this is racist." Well, that's where the twist comes in. Yes, like an M. Night Shyamalan film, there's a shocking twist, because wokeness is usually associated with the far left. But it transpires, if you go far enough to the left, you come out on the far right. So, prepare to meet the school principal who's implemented these new policies. This is Sharon Briscoe, and I'm sure you've noticed she's black. Now, wokists claim that black women are the most marginalised and oppressed people within society, and that makes sense. Beyonce and the billionaire Oprah Winfrey have much fewer advantages than a white guy who drives a forklift for a living. So, it's Miss Briscoe who has introduced racial segregation in order to help the black students. Maybe I'm just being fucking thick, but when has racial segregation ever done anything for equality? I doubt you'll find any black South Africans that thought apartheid was a good idea. And this idea that having black-only classes will make it easier for those children to learn. Imagine a white teacher saying the same thing. They'd be arrested before they finished their bloody sentence. And to make matters worse, the black students would only get 2 black-only classes a week, whereas the non-black students would get an extra 6 classes a week. Now, wouldn't that give them an advantage? What the utter fuck? But this idea is based on something called critical race theory, which is being condemned by almost everyone who doesn't have an interest in being a professional victim. In a nutshell, CRT teaches that all white people are born racist. They are racist, they cannot change it or help it. So people like me exist only to oppress. So critical race theory is teaching young white children to hate themselves, to see themselves as monsters, whilst also teaching all non-white children that they can never succeed because white supremacy reigns supreme, so why even bother? How fucked up is that? Wouldn't it make more sense to teach all children the same lessons without trying to divide them based on race or gender or sexuality or whatever? Or am I just being fucking thick again? Just to clarify, when I say thick, I mean unintelligent. I'm not having a go at obese people or trying to upset the body positive movement. I would add one caveat to the idea of teaching children the same thing, because wokists often complain that subjects like history aren't diverse enough. In the UK, they'll complain that they're just learning British history. Why not the history of Africa? I think the reason that British school children learn British history is because they live in fucking Britain. Because African school children aren't learning about the fucking Tudors. But that idea, even with its lashings of colonialism, xenophobia and outright jingo, is better than an American school teaching young children about the history of racial segregation by fucking imposing racial segregation. As ever, thanks for watching. With its lashings of xenophobia, fucking can't say that word. Meet Kyle, I don't know, how do you say, why do Americans have such fucking weird names? From Atlantis, no, Atlantis is the fucking space shuttle. Reason that New hole.